Hey everybody, Orium here. Welcome to my channel. And today's video I wanted to talk about my personal experience with experiencing art burnout. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, a little backstory first. I'm the type of person, or I was the type of person to keep a lot of stuff. Like things were, I don't know why, but they were very important to me. Yeah, I think it's a family thing because my mother, don't tell her this, but she likes to hoard things. She likes to keep a lot of stuff. And I think me and my siblings got that tendency, but I have grown out of it because I would move around a lot. Within like a few months to a year of each other, I would move around a lot. And I'm finally in one place now, but moving from apartment to apartment because they kept raising the price, the rent every month was just not within my budget. But lugging around all that stuff, and in the stuff was a bunch of different art projects that I would have everywhere from just like sketchbooks, charcoal, regular pencils, pens, etc. Copic markers. Oh my God, all the Copic markers. Holy crap, those things were expensive and they would run dry so quickly. And I think there were some clay figures in there. There was beads at one point, some jewelry making, which I don't remember if I had ever made any jewelry at all. I just used like the lobster claws, to replace some broken necklaces I'd had at the time. And that was it. I mean, there were so many things I wanted to get into and I never did. And it made no sense. And with me moving around all the time, seeing all this stuff, well, I got into minimalism because a friend of mine had recently moved himself, and he decided to start getting rid of things because he didn't want to lug everything around. And I'm like, I'm sick of lugging a bunch of stuff around. How much stuff do I have? I have a whole room dedicated in, 2-bedroom apartment, whole room dedicated to like an art studio. I can't keep track of anything. So I'm like 90% of this stuff I don't even want. I haven't touched in months. I have some stuff I've never used at all. It got to the point where I was fed up and I just, I'm going to donate it. Donate it because I can't even focus on one thing. There's so many things and I feel like I'm obligated to do all of them, but I can't figure out where to start. So I'm like, okay, what do I really want to work on? And at the time, I was starting to get interested in digital artwork because I liked the idea of having my artwork there digitally whenever I could pull it up, no matter where I'm at, and be able to start working on it. Because this was around the time where I think I had one of those Samsung Note phones, so it had the little pen in it. And I know there are a couple of apps that were free, or at least free if you watched ads for, watch some of the videos on there that they had ads, and you could use like the pin for like up to, like I think Ibis Paint. You could use some of the pins if you watch like maybe a 2-minute ad or something. You could use the pin for a day to 5 days. I can't remember how long it was. It's been a while. But either way, I was starting to get interested in digital arts. So I wanted to focus on that and maybe keep a few of my sketchbooks and my pencils. But the Copic markers weren't worth it. Around where I live, you can't get a hold of like the refills unless you order them. So that wasn't really within my budget. So I decided to donate a lot of my stuff. Some of the stuff went to charity, others went to some art friends of mine who were interested in them and would actually use them. And because I did that, I found myself able to like actually start working on projects. Because I decluttered, that was one step. The other step was not using motivation as my only like source. You know how sometimes you get like, I really want to do this today. Sit down and actually burn yourself out by doing like everything for hours and hours on end. You don't eat, you barely sleep, you barely get up and go to the bathroom, you don't do anything else all day, and then by the time you pass out, wake up, you don't want to do anything, or you make yourself so physically ill and tired, you're just a couch potato the rest of the day, barely alive. That's what I would do a lot too. So I had to figure out how to pace myself. Do a little bit here, a little bit there, not burn myself out, force myself to sit down despite whether I had motivation or not. Just do something. Do a little bit at a time. And I think I found that somewhere online, something about, this was more pertaining to writing a book, doing a sentence at a time, or a chapter at a time, or a paragraph at a time. Eventually, you'll have a whole book, but you won't be sitting there for hours trying to do it, or trying to do it all at the last second, like if you had a deadline or something. That helped me get into that mindset of having a schedule, so I was focusing on my artwork between certain times, and the decluttering actually helped me focus on specific artworks and projects that I really wanted to do because they had my heart the most. And yeah, I mean, I still struggle with it. I mean, that's life. It's a struggle, but it's a learning curve and it's beautiful. But at least it's working for me personally. I'm not sure if it'll help at all. I'm hoping this video will help someone else, at least get them set on the right path to guide them along to their own solution on their own journey. And yeah, that's all I had to talk about today. Sorry for the rambling. I'm still getting used to speaking to my computer, basically, to you all. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope my personal experience can help somebody out there. And keep on creating, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye.